I think for people listening, that we say this is episode 100 because our energy matters is what brings us together. And we've been sharing our life's journey through, basically as we progress with each other in our relationship, and also as I have found myself in your book, which I will introduce in just a little bit. And so each week at our episodes on YouTube, on Zoom, I come up with a piece of writing. So we've got 100 pieces of writing that we want to review and take.
Do you want me to start it? Are you started already?
Yeah, that's right. I didn't look for you. I'm sorry. Thank you.
I thought we were just chatting.
Yeah,
Okay, but now we're not. Because I thought we were a cocktail.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Our Energy Matters with Anthony, Manna, and Dena Marie. Aloha.
Aloha to episode number 100. And so I say, for people who have not been following us, if you find us now, what does that mean, episode 100? We've been meeting 100 times first of all, it starts with the phone conversation, and then we slip into Zoom, and then Zoom becomes edited, and then it goes on to YouTube. And so we are Our Energy Matters. And it's been, a time for us to reflect on who we are, where we've come from, how we relate to one another. And then what I usually do is, after having spent some time inside Dena Marie's book, is I come up with a piece of writing. And so, for example, today, as we come to the conclusion I'll say it right here. Welcome to episode 100 of Our Energy Matters. It is also our final episode, for the time being, that is. Some time for us to reflect on our journey through the illuminated pathways of Dena Marie's spiritually heartfelt book, tuned to spark energized transcendental revelations, leading to the sacred beliefs that mindfulness, compassion, and deepened soul searching, that all of that leads to the unconditional liberation of a mind burnished by the tender recognition of the glorified and divine self, and beyond that, to redemptive love.
Amen.
Amen. On September 25, 2020, Dena Marie interviewed me on her AM radio show, appropriately called Lift Your Spirits. She centered the interview on, and I forgot to get it. Give me a break. I'm coming back. I haven't fainted. Here I go.
There he is. He's
there
back.
he is. She centered the interview on my children's book, that ages 8 to 12 years old, and older, of course, Loukas and the Game of Chance. Her understanding of Loukas' struggle, both spiritual and physical, startled me. The story, we agreed, is about loss, separation, and hope. The hope of recovery, as are the stories of Dena Marie's clients who come to her for healing and rehabilitation. After Loukas loses all his riches and even his family, he embarks on a treacherous journey filled with suspense, threats, and danger to find destiny, sun, and moon. These celestial beings, he wonders, will surely allow him to reverse his misfortune, restore his honor, and win back all that he loves and treasures, won't they? Well, you have to read the story to find out. As a faith healer, Dena Marie saw in Loukas' journey the slow, disciplined progression from distress and abandonment to heart, mind, soul empowerment. Her seekers, her clients discover in the empowering remedies she offers them for recovering soul, mind, body, healthfulness, and mindfulness. And that comes from my reading the stories in your book of how you have helped so many people, young and old and older. Soon after this inspiring interview, I learned that Dena Marie authored a prized book, having been introduced in our conversations to her enlightening principles and prescriptions for overcoming soul, mind, body afflictions in order to rediscover how to honor self-care and to live a blessed life. How could I not be drawn to this book of hers to find out about the art of healing she practices? The moment her book graced my life with its 3 riveting, and I might say mysterious titles, I wondered about the realm I was about to enter. Imagine me gazing at the orderly pile of, what do I call them here? Wait a minute. I'm grabbing the book at the same time. Multitasking is not for an old man. Imagine gazing at the orderly pile of delicious glittering crystals decorating the book's cover, and then reading the first wonder-filled title, Our Energy Matters. I thought, energy as in electric currency? Maybe it's the energy that propels me through a workout or a run on my treadmill. And then the second title, The Art of Crystal Reading, conjured images of an ancient alchemist at work, magically transforming rocks into sculptures or other alluring objects. Or perhaps Dena Marie is a follower of occult enactments in the domain of supernatural, mystical, or magical beliefs and phenomena. I moved on to her third title, which reassured me that she teaches her followers, here's the title, How to Manifest Your Heartfelt Intentions. Another, this time a little bigger. Intention, I rushed to my dictionary. Intention, my dictionary told me, includes purpose, goal, design, plan, determination, wish, desire, dream, aspiration, hope. Now, how does she lure her seekers, her readers, her clients to a state of open mind and heart, a state of intentional self-care and intuitive compassionate affirmation of self? Let's see now. I've been reading, speculating about and meditating on her book's gratifying soulful riffs on enlightening principles, inspiring prescriptions, inspired lessons, and heartfelt stories. For me, her book's enlightening prescriptions, its thwack force guidance invites me to stand on a sturdy threshold and wonder, do I want to live a joyful life? A life of soul searching, self-love, spirit wonder, honesty, a life sanctioned by healthy, intersupportive, interbeing relationships, ordered and sustained by loving kindness. Each time I enter her book, I glory in her sacred plan to set the mind free of blockages and welcome the angelic posture of natural awareness offered as a Eucharist of chakra energies, crystal illuminations, Reiki healing touch, enlightened by spirit wonder, soul search, and openness of heart, and mindfully alert to the gift of the divine presence in the very core of our being. Breathe, 1, 2, 3. It is not surprising that I christened her a celestial alchemist, and then later an angelic healer, and then just recently, like the other day, I said a soul, mind, heart whisperer. In this final episode of our Energy Matters, my intentions to wander through the labyrinth of our celestial alchemist book, highlight a few of the fundamental truths that for me personally demonstrate principles and perceptions, spark thrusting me toward an understanding of life's fullness, sacredness, harmony, and spiritual health, hope, and healing. Here we go. Hang on. I draw on about 7 fundamental truths. Number 1. Where are you? Oh, here you are. Number 1.
Loukas, wait, no.
Here we go. Here we go. And this is so basic to you, but to me it was startling. The word chakra means wheel in Sanskrit, an actual East Indian language. There are 7 of these major energy centers in the human body and hundreds of minor ones, and they receive, assimilate, and distribute energy through our entire energetic fields, our auras. Each chakra is unique and has its own individual characteristics and functions, all of equal importance. These 7 energy systems resonate and vibrate at the same frequency as their respective colors of the rainbow. There was so much here that when I first read this a while back, and it's in my notes right there on the page, I said, dances emerge. Because in choreography, I could see myself working with dancers to take that energy, almost like boom, boom, boom. It would be like across the stage, just exercising those auras.
Well, and now you're making me see pictures of chakras, people as chakras, and how they would be moving.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, yeah. And I mean, I think that there are certain choreographies, one of them being Merce Cunningham, who passed away several years ago. He would definitely understand this because he broke away from story choreography and started in a very abstract place, in a very obscure place, in his dancing. And I can see this would be, for a choreographer of that ilk, this would be a wonder. Number two, to understand this, again, I'm reading from your book. I have not. I took the pages out. I will promise.
Wow.
I will not break copyright. To understand the chakras and their related colors, I use a tree as a metaphor. Imagine your roots deep in the dark black earth, emerging from the ground through rich red and brown soil. Your stable brown trunk, protected by orange bark, supple yet strong. The yellow sun shining down on the tree for growth that leads to bright green foliage, oxygenating the air. Your sun-drenched leaves reaching toward the bright sky, blue sky, and an indigo heaven being fed energetically by white starlight representing the crown chakra. See, when I first read that,
I wrote that, but that was just me, and I just left Sedona, and it was just so perfect. Just when I wrote that, it was perfect.
Yeah, and I mean, when I first read it, I understood the images very well, but now that I know about the chakras, that makes so much sense, And so what did I do here in the margin? I said, here's a found poem, that you could play with. So that you could play with. And I say, you say later, the same paragraph, under the turquoise blue sky by day, and at night a deep purple canvas above, complete with the luminous gaze of a full moon, Mother Nature displays the color of the chakras for all to see and experience, if only we can stop long enough to feel the connection.
Feel the connection. And the earth is our mother, and the Father is the sky. And in my heart, the heart of the tree is the eye. That's us.
There we go.
Amen.
Amen. Number 3, crystal readings are a way to discover more of yourself and the people you care about. If during a reading you could see what diseases, that is blocked energy, were manifesting in your body, and at that very moment, would you take the extra step to heal yourself? Teaching others to take that step is my vision, encouraging them to invest more time and resources in themselves. Loving and caring for yourself can have such a positive influence on your health. Prevention of disease rather than treatment is the most effective step we can take toward achieving a vital and healthy lifestyle. And I've seen you manifest that over and over again in the stories that you tell, and also on your show, lift your spirits.
Well, and it says, know thyself. That's how I start the book, right? But it's true. The more you know, like you just got your chart done with me, our chart done. And it was so spot on and perfect and describes us. This woman, Alicia, didn't even know us. But it was like you getting to understand your Leo, your fire, and your entertaining part of yourself. And at the very end of the show, she said, yeah, you are like the center stage and people are supposed to be around you and you're entertaining people. She didn't say it like that, but it's like you have to have an entourage. Like you said. So it was, oh gosh, it was just a beautiful, beautiful thing. But know thyself. The more you know your numerology and astrology or what chakras are blocked, then you can do something about it. Fix it, make it better.
And live the life fully. That's the other beautiful thing about it. Here's number 4. And I'm looking at the time and I'm thinking, Anthony, have to be pulled off the stage once again. We are spiritual beings living in the physical world. This is precisely the reason our intentions are so important. They are truly our thoughts, our prayers, waiting to manifest into the physical world. By being consciously connected to our higher selves, each of us can become aware of the divine plan and express it in our own individual needs. When we know our purpose and hold a pure vision of that idea, then we are using the gift of visualization as the divine mind intended. By holding this vision within our highest chakras, which is meditation, it guides us into realizing our full potential and reminds us, and this has always, you know what comes up next, because it always blows me away. You say, quote, on earth as it is in heaven, inspired or in spirit, we are moved to envision, create, and be uniquely ourselves. Who am I? I am I. Everything else is just an illusion.
That's a song. Now, I wasn't writing songs back then, but that's a song.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about this last time when I on this particular show or our Zoom, Our Energy Matters. I said, what did you mean by the illusion?
It's the dream, and we create reality. Like it says, we are co-creators, and you and I, our thoughts manifest from the intangibles to the tangibles. That's the chakras. So if you and I have a lovely conversation, or that show the other day, it was yesterday, I couldn't do anything wrong yesterday. Everything just kept getting more beautiful because I was in a space of my purpose and my passion. And, you know, it's bringing up past lives. I mean, there's a lot of people that aren't going to like me. You know, and I've been trying to stay, you know, in the middle, but I'm done. I've got to even step out a little bit more because I believe if you know the past life, or you can converse with people that have crossed over, and if you can get into that dream state, you'll understand what we are without a body. We are spirit, but we still create. At night, we're still creating. We just crossed over to the other side. Then we get back into our body and we do our work here in the physical form. So I just think it's also interesting and it makes sense. And other things I used to do, like believe in one God, and if you don't, you go to hell, that doesn't work for me.
Right, yeah, and I mean, there's so much more. You know, every time I read this passage, there's so much more. You know, because the illusion, everything else is an illusion. I mean, it's like the Buddhists say, look at life as a dream. You know, that you sleep through it, you wake up, you come back to it, then go back to the dream, and renew yourself, find yourself, look for yourself, dream yourself, you know, look for your past life. Oh, did I just say all this? And then finally, I come to number 5, and we can't go on all day with this. I mean,
We could, but
will contact us and say, stop it. This is number 5. And I love ending with this because you say here, we can't allow our society to seduce us and silence our voice
sedate.
longer.
Sedate.
What did I say? Sedate?
Seduce,
Oh, no.
but it's pretty darn close. Back then, it's because all my clients are being drugged, but also it's a seduction. They're seducing us into these drugs and into this quick fix pill thing.
That's a nice.
I have an idea. I just had a light bulb. My light bulb is that you're going to do September 1st with me, my show, Lift Your Spirits, and that's what we're going to be our topic. We'll just do the 7 things and we'll have more time to chat.
Great. Okay. We must have the courage and conviction to speak our minds and take back our power. Let's leave the fighting behind. All right, politicians, can you hear us? Never mind. Learn from our past and love one another, truly moving our energy up into the heart chakra, from which the Christ consciousness of compassion and forgiveness arises. Holy mackerel. So you think we'll repeat some of these on the first on the show?
I think we'll just do that on the show, because that's why I want to continue with you. And we're progressing into other things and we're growing together. But I think having you on each month on the first, it's you right now, you're like you are my best cheerleader. You're the one that's helping me get back out there and remember what my purpose and my passion is. And without you, I think I would have got lost I think I would have fallen between the cracks and just given up. So this whole Our Energy Matters was definitely for us. I mean, it really was.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can reciprocate by that, but telling you that too, because I mean, your encouragement, it's less than that. It's more like the spirit level on which we connect with one another. You know, that it pervades into my, like I'm writing stories. Okay, so it goes there. It pervades into my relationship with my partner. It just comes up all the time. I find myself being sustained, and we say, lift your spirits. Well, I say that's an appropriate name to give your show.
And really, you think about it, the prescription for our spirit was our conversations. And you can't get that from a pill, right? You'd have to take a pill, they have those pills that make y'all high, but it's not the same feeling. It's not the same feeling that when we leave each other, we're full. And we take that out into the world, even if it's for 2 days. And then that's what we're supposed to do every day, right? Every day can be this feeling. If we put ourselves in the right place at the right time and spend quality time with the people we love and enjoy and be good to ourselves. Amen.
Amen. Absolutely. Loving kindness, and so I want to say that I will end episode number 100 with a prayer from Buddhist teachings. It's called the Four Limitless Ones chant. May all sentient beings enjoy happiness and the root of happiness. May we be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May we never be separated from the great happiness devoid of suffering. May we dwell in the great equanimity, free from passion, aggression, and prejudice. Amen.
My favorite word, equanimity.
That's why I'm so happy I found that. So, folks, if you want to learn more about Dena Marie's wisdom, then listen to her weekly radio show, Lift Your Spirits, 11:50 a.m. KKNW. I don't even have to tell you all about it, because you can go to her website, dena-marie.com, and you'll find out about the radio show, who's been on it, who's going to be on it, and also, that, in other words, who she's featuring. And also, she's on Facebook, she's very active. And also, she sends off startling photographs of the island she inhabits, Whidbey Island on the West Coast. A lot of prayerful advice about self-care, information about her workshops and courses. I once interviewed Dena Marie for my website, anthonymannabooks.com. You can go to the Podbean podcasts on my website and find her there. Amen.
I'm going to go back to the first interview with you and listen to it. September, 2020.
2020, yeah, do that, because I think that's what we can start rediscovering ourselves, But we, folks, we're going to talk. Dena and I are going to continue talking on the phone for a while and reestablish ourselves and our friendship and our spirit matter, and see where we can go from there.
I'm sure it'll be somewhere up here.
I hope so.
I know it.
Lift, and look up. Okay.
Yep. Thank you, Anthony, so much.
Thank you so much, everybody. Talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.
Aloha. Bye-bye.
Oh, bye-bye.